You've beaten Lavos. You've seen Chrono fall. Maybe even watched the world burn in 1999. But have you ever stopped to wonder what happened to the other endings? Chrono Trigger has 13 different endings. But here's the thing. Only one of them becomes the true future. So, what happened to the rest? Did they vanish? Collapse? Or are they still out there, running in the shadows of time? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked mysteries in retro gaming, the lost timelines of Chrono Trigger. Let's take a step back and ask the big question. What is a timeline in Chrono Trigger? Chrono Trigger isn't just about time travel. It's about consequences. Every decision, whether you save a character, defeat a boss early, or explore a side quest, creates a ripple. And those ripples form entirely new versions of reality. Think of it like this. When you let Magus live, you open one timeline. Kill him? That's another. Defeat Lavos too early? Boom. Another one. Each outcome is its own timeline, its own future. But here's the twist. The game never confirms which one is truly real. Only one becomes the canon ending. But the others, they don't just fade away. In fact, Chrono Trigger rewards you for breaking the timeline. Once you finish the game, you unlock New Game Plus, allowing you to challenge Lavos at different points and create entirely new endings. That means you, the player, are actively shattering the flow of time. With each new run, you leave a ghost of another reality behind. So the real question becomes, what happens to those realities once you leave them behind? Let's look at a few. In one ending, Chrono dies and stays dead. In another, the kingdom of Guardia falls. And in one of the darkest, the apocalypse happens. Lavos wins. Do those timelines just blink out of existence? Or do they keep going without us? It's never explained. And that's where the mystery begins. Because if those timelines weren't erased, someone, somewhere, might still be living in them. That means there's a version of reality where Merle is searching for Chrono forever, where Luca fails to build her machine, where Robo never meets his friends. If this is blowing your mind, make sure to like the video. It really helps this channel reach more retro gaming fans like you. And we're just getting started, because next, we're exploring the theory that someone or something is protecting these timelines from being erased. So now we know. Chrono Trigger creates multiple timelines with every major choice. But here's the real mystery. What actually happens to them when you complete the true ending? The first and simplest theory? They're erased, collapsed, just gone. When you reach the correct ending, defeating Lavos, reviving Chrono, bringing peace to all eras, it overwrites the other outcomes. The rest are considered unstable branches that collapse in on themselves. This lines up with traditional time travel logic. One fixed outcome, the rest erased like they never existed. But that's a little too clean, isn't it? The second theory, much darker and way more interesting. Each ending creates a parallel reality, not destroyed, but sealed off. Think of them like ghost worlds, still running without you, autonomous, abandoned, isolated. That means somewhere out there, the world did end. Somewhere, Chrono never came back. Somewhere, Queen Zeal still reigns. And the scary part, they may not even know they've been left behind. Which timeline would you want to visit? Tell us in the comments. Here's the third and most haunting theory of all. What if someone remembers all the timelines, not just watching them, but protecting them? Gaspar, the guru of time. He exists outside of time itself, observing everything from the end of time. The game hints he sees all, knows all. So maybe just maybe he knows about these lost realities. And maybe he's the only one who can access them. What if he's guarding them from destruction? Or worse, keeping something in? If you've made it this far, you're clearly a Chrono Trigger legend. Tap that like button if these theories are blowing your mind. And make sure you're subscribed, because in the next section, we'll dive into the one place where time doesn't obey the rules and what it reveals about the truth behind these lost timelines. We've talked about collapsing timelines, ghost realities, and abandoned worlds. But there's one place in Chrono Trigger where time completely breaks down. It's the end of time, the strange hub outside of all eras, a quiet place where lost travelers gather, and where you, the player, can access every timeline through the time gates. And here's where things get weird. Gaspar, the guru of time, has been here since he was thrown out of Zeal. But how is he still alive? How is he aware of every era and every outcome? He always seems to know where you are in time, what you've done, what's next. Some fans believe Gaspar isn't just an NPC, but a time warden, a being with full awareness of all timelines, even the ones we abandon. What if the end of time isn't just a hub, but a graveyard, a space where collapsed or erased realities go to die or to be stored? Think about it. The only people who end up here are those lost in time. The only places you can go from here are ones you've already touched. It's like a memory bank or a vault. That would make Gaspar not a guide, but a keeper, trapped here with the knowledge of every doomed world you've created and no power to change them. Imagine existing in a place where you remember every world you failed to save, every friend who died, every future that was lost because the player moved on. There's another theory, even darker. Some players believe the end of time is the result of a time loop. Every time you reset the game, defeat Lavos again, or try a new ending, you trap versions of your characters in alternate loops. And Gaspar, he's not a guide. He's stuck, watching these loops play out forever. So, is the end of time the only place safe from Lavos? Or is it a cage built from our own broken choices? Let us know your theory in the comments. Is Gaspar a guardian, a prisoner, or something else entirely? We've uncovered a lot. Timelines that vanish, others that survive in silence, and a strange man named Gaspar who might be watching them all. But here's where it gets personal. What if the person truly responsible for the lost timelines is you? Think about it. The characters live and die. The eras change. But there's one force that sees everything. The player. You're the one who controls the epic. You decide who gets saved, who gets erased, and which version of reality becomes real. To the world of Chrono Trigger, you are more than a hero. You're a force of nature. You're the one who makes time move. But here's the chilling thought. Those timelines you left behind, they didn't stop. They kept going. Characters kept living, hoping, wondering, without ever knowing you weren't coming back. Every new game plus, every restart, that's you stepping out of one world and into another, while the last one fades. We praise ourselves for saving time, but how many worlds did we sacrifice to get there? It raises a terrifying question. Are we the saviors of this universe or its destroyers? Because in that timeline, you didn't come back. You turned off the console, and their story ended. Chrono Trigger gives us the power to rewrite fate, but it also forces us to ask, what did we leave behind to get our perfect ending? If this changed the way you think about Chrono Trigger, drop a like and hit subscribe, because next week, we're uncovering a forgotten mystery from another retro classic you thought you knew. Some timelines are lost forever, unless we choose to remember them.